Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we're just going to be doing the daily grind of what I do through here, guys, with the account. I like to update this every now and then because as we continue to get more things in AFK Arena, some of the shops do change and I want to make sure that we stay on top of this. Now, fast rewards, I collect this multiple times, guys. That's 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a day. That's right. I burn quite a few diamonds in here, but you can look overall with getting the essence, but getting the bait, getting the poke coins, getting the engraving mats, as well as the twisted essence makes a big difference in here. In addition, if you get anything out of the ordinary with some of these, it makes a big difference because you're stacking up an incredible amount of resources within this game mode. Friends, very easy, guys. Keep this very active, and I want to see 9 hours, so no basic. So you can see we keep everyone, guys, 2 days. If somebody is inactive for 2 days, we go ahead and boot them out of there. Make sure short term that you're borrowing heroes. Right now, I don't have anyone borrowed, but looking at a couple of the heroes, I borrow these on a regular basis depending on what I need. Now, collecting mail, this is imperative because, of course, a lot of these 7 days, guys, that they are expired, they will actually disappear. For the battle, if I'm not making progression, I come in here, I do 1 attack. I just go ahead and reset this because we know we're not going to be pushing any progression. As of today, guys, collecting up, of course, the AFK timer rewards. You never want to let them get maxed out. If they get maxed out, you're losing loot. That's it, guys. You are literally throwing loot in the trash at that point. Now, the bounty board, I usually just run with this depending what it is. It does cost some diamonds to really refresh. Right now, we're not looking for gold. I have a crazy amount of coin. Blue we can still use, and then also the essence are what we're primarily looking for. Again, I'm going to go ahead and dispatch this because I'm looking to save diamonds. I don't want to go through here and I don't want to burn a lot of diamonds because for the simple fact that it's very expensive, guys. There are a lot of different game modes that we're putting diamonds into. Very expensive. Now, Arena of Heroes, we always want to go in here, do at least 1 battle. That way you can make sure guys do 15 every single week. 1 battle is, of course, going to give us the daily. There we go. And then also we want to make sure the LC or the Legend Challenger tournament that we're picking up these coins to get heroes out of there, again, every single day. Now, the King's Tower, I do the exact same. If I'm making progression, I will set the teams. I will auto battle this. I will let it go ahead and grind it out. Since we're not doing it right now, I just want to pick up the credit for it. Labyrinth, I do this, and a lot of my teammates do it on a regular basis. Again, if I'm going to hop in, I always go in here and I do the dailies first. I cover all of my bases. Now, with a quick buy, this is all that I'm looking to purchase. Again, diamond-wise, we know there's going to be 2 awakened heroes that are coming, which means we're going to have a lot of diamonds because even if we get one of those heroes up to that awakened level, we're going to have to add on 3 more copies or essentially 1 star if we do want to engrave that hero. Now, in my opinion, guys, the arcane staff with the RNG factor, I would not buy these out at all. Same with the cores and same with the baits. They're very expensive for the return of diamonds. So essentially, you would be spending resources to buy items in here, negating the ability to actually summon heroes out of the Stargazer, which is the reason why I do not really look for those. Now, the Oak Inn, we just do a quick pickup right here. You can see we're already at almost 30,000 poke coins. Thanks to the events we have going on right now, guys, that have been working incredibly well. Now on here, because we are capped at our billion damage, I just hop in here and I just do both of the quick collects in here. Hellscape, this is one, guys, that I set my teams so we can actually go through here. Again, if I'm going to take a little bit of time going through those dailies, I want to set my teams, want to make sure that we have all of the heroes we need in there. But this, of course, is going to give us some more of these keys. We have been using the keys like crazy. So once I go through here, my dailies are done, guys. I always hit up the merchant because, of course, we buy these monthly cards and then we do get the freebies. Again, if you're not picking these up on a daily right here, these stones accumulate, guys. If you're getting, essentially 4 stones every single day over the course of an entire month, you're getting some additional heroes in there. Make sure you're picking up the stones. Right when I'm done with that, guys, I pop open all of the chests. You can see we have a significant amount here that we're actually popping open every single day. Get some chests in there. I get the baits out of this one. Then we get a card, a red chest. We get some of our elemental cores. We get some elemental shards. And there we go, guys. So that is the regular iteration that I kind of run through. And I run through it, honestly, every day. I've been doing this every day for probably going on 4 years with this account as it sits right now. We do get a couple things like the treasure bond we just picked up out of the PvP event. But after I do the dailies, this is when I circle back. So, this is what we were doing even with the Star Zone. When the Mythic Star Zone was up, guys, I would come in, do the Star Zone, run and do all my dailies, circle back to what else do we have to do in here. So looking at the Treasure Vanguard, we are in team number 4. You can see we're unfortunately in 4th. The operation is already set. All of my teams, all of my heroes are already set in there. Heroes will leave in 11 hours. So we're getting ready for the deployment in there. And out of here, guys, just getting the loot. Now, in addition, the Frosty Isles is up. It looks like drops end in 2 more days. That gives us 2 days of keys, and we're already at 30. That is right, guys. We are already at 30 right now. That means we want to get, of course, all 3 of our resources in here. We'll go to the next island, giving us 31. And I have not spent a penny on this event. Actually, this account, I haven't even spent anything in December as of yet. We're kind of budgeting it, but there we go. Get a quick reward out of 31. And with 2 more days of drops, I feel like we're going to get some additional isles in here if we have some luck in here. And of course, I say something and then the keys kind of go in the garbage. We might be able to, with another 60 keys, possibly get to floor 40. There we go. So a lot of resources out of there. Now, out of the exchange store, most of you know that I've been just buying baits. This is all I've been doing, guys. So there is another 100 bait. The bait, I've been going in there and buying again every day. Treasure Scramble, we know that's just opened. Within the Treasure Scramble, we're doing pretty good. It looks like we're at 75, still at 100% just for players that are in there. But with the Beast Ground, again, we have 800 already. If you guys remember, we just got the Radish, the very, very first animated Beast frame that we got. We need a couple more copies here. And then, of course, these are the ones we're looking for. I'm going to do a couple summons in here. Boom, there we go. There is one of the Rock Lizard. And ultimately, we're taking them all to 18. And then I'm just going to build whoever. There is the Spider. Once we get them all to 18, I'm not too concerned with the build. I'm not sure if that's enough. So Rock Lizard, we have 1 extra one there. So we need another 12. And again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 fully grown pets at this point, guys. So we're not far off from getting these built. 5 of 8 are already built. And again, we already have 1 at 17, 1 at 16, 1 at 15. Once we get them all to 18, everything will be 18. That means all of the future pet releases, guys, are going to be in 18 as well, already at level 18. Now, also, guys, going through here, Poetic Pop quizzes here. The Rift, we don't have the ability to get into yet, but we do have Vika, so the Bountiful Trials are up. Misty Valley is up as well. We have a lot. And of course, in 2 more days, guys, we do have the new trial that is coming around Vika being released. Now, overall with Vika, we're not seeing a lot of utility within the hero, even looking through a couple different ones. And I thought maybe we would see, some utility in here or the hero being dropped into a couple formations. Last I looked, I didn't see her anywhere. Over on the test server, it was kind of the same. We didn't see her really used anywhere. And a lot of these final formations are hidden. But there we go. So not even used there. So unfortunately, the Cursed Realm not being used anywhere. And I believe that rings the exact same true. When it comes to the Nightmare Corridor, we were not seeing her used anywhere. So I know it is a little bit early, but a lot of players, if she had an incredible amount of utility, we would actually see her in a bunch of these formations right off the bat. And it's interesting with some of these because even looking here, guys, we have Scarlet that is making her way back in formations. We have Lava Tune that is in there, but this game mode is very different than the Cursed Realm because, of course, this one is just the race to kill the boss versus the damage over 1:30. That is the reason why we see such a massive variation in the game modes. And you'll also see, guys, the original version of Tailene, so pretty interesting, that is not being run in there with Orthos. And again, we're seeing some very different builds and some different heroes that are coming out of there. And then, of course, we're seeing the overall impact within the Ghoulish Gallery that we're seeing with the Bizarre Totems or with the collections in here, guys. It is really a game changer for a lot of heroes. And a lot of heroes that didn't have or were not seeing as much utility are now seeing a ton because of the builds that we can get out of this ghoulish gallery, it has really made a difference to how we're building out heroes and how we're actually seeing them within a couple different game modes. So a lot of things are changing, guys. We have a lot of heroes that are kind of coming down the pipeline. We know it's going to be a Celestials and Hypogeans. Haven't gotten clarification if we're getting one copy, multiple copies, how many cards we're getting, anything of that nature. So we're going to stay in tune with this over on the test server. Make sure that we get all the content out as soon as it comes up. But let me know in the content, or let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.